Dallas police are looking for the people responsible for unloading a barrage of bullets into a disabled woman's home, ultimately killing her.
Yeah, the victim's family believes the shooters were actually trying to shoot at a different apartment. Dan Godwin live at DPD headquarters with the latest. Dan.
And Lauren, one of the first questions that arises after an attack like this, what could possibly have been the motive? The victim, identified by her family as Alice Fisher, was disabled and used a wheelchair. Family members say the suspects must have had the wrong person. Wednesday night, Fisher was in her West Dallas apartment where she lived alone when it appears someone kicked open her front door and fired dozens of shots. Fisher was apparently resting in her reclining chair. Her family says she was shot 9 times.
All right, so look, man. Now, usually I go to the gym before I make my first video for the day. But after I seen this story come across my desk, the gym had to wait. I'll go to the gym after this. What is wrong with y'all, fam? Well, I cannot stand you news. What? This story got me heated. Now, Dallas, Texas. Everybody know that's one of my favorite places. The food, the big booty women, and that's the place where Mo3 from. You know, the rapper that's better than everybody else that's from Dallas. Him. Long live Mo3. He ain't even from Dallas. He from a Kenny, Texas. Shut up. Get mad. But Dallas, Texas, man, I like that city a lot. I probably prefer it over Houston, actually. So shout out to y'all. But y'all got to get y'allself together, fool. You see the title. I didn't make this up. This is something that really happened. And it happened in y'all city. Now, before I start my commentary for this story, I do want to send my condolences to this woman's family. Her name is Alice Fisher, age 57. I want to send my condolences out to her family and her friends. This is a very tragic story, and I hope everybody that had something to do with it pays the price. So this woman, Alice Fisher, as I said, she's 57 years old, so she's a bit on the older side. She had just recently came home from the hospital because she's actually a disabled woman. I don't know exactly what she was in the hospital for, but she literally just came back home from the hospital. I think they said it was like within the 5-hour time frame. She was sitting at home in her reclining chair, talking to her family. More specifically, she was speaking with her sister. Then, you know, a couple of masked individuals, they kicked in her door, her apartment door, and just opened fire. They hit her 9 times. I think they said they found like 50 shell casings in there. The gun was fired, guns was fired at least 50 times. Don't quote me on that, but I think I just heard a video saying that. But nonetheless, for sure, she was shot 9 times. Bullet holes were found all throughout the unit. And you know what? I'll stop talking now. Let's check it out.
You can see evidence of dozens of bullets being fired inside the victim's home. We're told the victim, identified by family as Alice Fisher, was on the phone with her sister when the shooting started. She was described as a loving aunt and mother and a kind neighbor too. Fox 4's David Centendry live at Dallas Police Headquarters with the story. David.
Yeah, Steve, the disabled woman who was shot and killed lived alone in that apartment, and it appears that people kicked in her door before firing dozens of shots at her and throughout the apartment. Her family believes that the people who shot her mistook her apartment for someone else's.
I mean, we really don't know.
Alice Fisher's family is unsure who killed her, kicking in her front door and firing dozens of shots into her West Dallas apartment Wednesday evening.
She was disabled. She just came home from the hospital yesterday. Wasn't in her house comfortable, not what, 4-5 good hours.
Fisher lived alone.
Disabled, couldn't move. She was heavy set. Like, it's just sad.
It appears she was resting in her reclining chair when she was ambushed.
My mother actually was on the phone with her and she screamed.
Her family says she was shot 9 times. Every room in her apartment from the bathroom to the 2 bedrooms sprayed with gunfire. Fox 4 saw dozens of evidence markers.
Thinking you're safe in your home and something like this happens, like stop the senseless violence and killings for no reason. Like you took an innocent woman who was looking forward to raising her grandson, and it's sad.
Fisher lived in Dallas Housing Authority's King Bridge Crossing. Surveillance video shows Dallas Police Department's crime scene. Additional footage we've seen, but do not have permission to broadcast, shows several masked individuals with guns walking up to Fisher's apartment before gunshots are heard. Latoya Caldwell says she heard the shots and saw young men running away.
I saw them running back to the car, and then I saw all of them get in the car.
And they just sped off?
They sped off and went down this way, came this way and went down that way.
But you couldn't see them because they had ski masks on?
Because they had ski masks on.
Boom, 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 boom.
Neighbors Roy White and Yolette McEwen went to check on Fisher after they heard the gunfire.
Just a lot of shooting, and then afterwards, after the shooting, me, him, and my neighbor's son, we all went down there to Miss Allen's house. Her door was standing wide open, and all you seen was like a whole bunch of bullet casings on the inside of her doorway, on the inside of her house. Over 50, 60 shots. She was a sweet person. And I pray to God and I hope to God that they catch whoever it is that killed her.
Dallas Police Department has not said what a motive might be, but Fisher's family believes the shooting was intended for someone else.
Wrong apartment. That's what we've been hearing.
Looking for someone else.
Someone else, yeah. It was like the wrong door. Like she didn't deserve it.
While Fisher's loved ones hope for arrests, they want people to realize what she meant to their family.
Her being a loving, caring aunt, sister, mother, and a friend.
No enemy. She was a good woman, a loving, kind neighbor.
Now that just hurt my soul, man. This lady just came home from the hospital. She's already disabled. She had to move around in a wheelchair. And these guys kicked in her door and shot her 9 times. I agree with her family. I think it's pretty obvious that this was like, I wouldn't say mistaken identity, but they hit the wrong apartment. Let's say that. Because why else would you do this? A 57-year-old disabled woman. She has children. Y'all just kicking in doors, killing elderly people, bro. Hey, who the rappers out there in Dallas, Texas, man? Do something about y'all city, bro. What Great Value Mo 3 dude that? Ain't that his hood? Ain't he from West Dallas? Y'all stand for everything else, stand for this. I remember T.I. called out Dallas rappers, it was like 6 years ago. Matter of fact, it was one of my first videos I ever made on my channel. Some man out in the area, Deep Ellum, just beat the brakes off some black woman, right? Nobody did nothing about it at all. But you go on these songs, oh, I'ma slide on him. Laugh now, I'm the biggest op. I'm the king of the street. You the king of the street. Y'all stand for something, man. Figure out who are all of these individuals who killed this woman. They need to go to jail. Y'all gang and evil twins gotta be stopped. Y'all gotta start snitching on these people, bro. Or stuff like this is gonna keep happening. Ain't y'all tired of this happening in the community? I'm talking to everybody, not just people in Dallas. This happens all over the globe. At least all over America. Stop letting people get away with this type of stuff. If you know somebody that has something to do with this 57-year-old woman, Alice Fisher's death, go tell the Dallas Police Department, dude. Stop trying to be a real N-word and be a real person. A real human. This lady was murdered for no reason. Sitting in her home. Gotta do better, man. The family members describe her as a loving woman who didn't deserve such violence. Someone who was kind, with a quiet demeanor, who loved laughter. You shouldn't feel like you're a man, her niece said. You came and killed an innocent, disabled woman who did no harm. She took nothing from you guys. This is crazy, bro. This is the type of stuff that'll make me crash out right here. Let me find out somebody did something like that to my grandma or something, man. Well, I'll be walking around here like the born supremacist. I'ma find you, dude. And when I say I'm gonna crash out, I really mean I'm gonna crash out. I'm not just talking to my brother. Just because I'm not no gang evil twin don't mean I won't crash out. I can only imagine what this family is feeling right now. She just came home from the hospital, bro. But in conclusion, again, the shooting took place in West Dallas, an apartment complex called King Bridge Crossing, Dallas Housing Authority property. I know a lot of my subscribers are from Dallas. Any of y'all ever been to this apartment, drop it down in the comment. But since this incident took place, security concerns have been raised. Because according to the family, the suspects drove through an unsecured gate before entering the apartment. So a gate that's supposed to be secured, it wasn't secured. And that's how they entered the property of the complex. Now this get pretty interesting. I'm gonna be honest, because they might have a lawsuit on their hands. If that gates is supposed to have been closed and secured, I would definitely try to take a legal route. But outside of that, just a horrible situation. Even if they do a lawsuit and win the lawsuit, get 10, $15 million, it's not gonna bring this woman back. Whoever these little gang evil twins was who kicked in her door and killed her, they need to be held accountable. Rest in peace to her. But anyway, man, how y'all feel about this? Let me know in the comment section, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. Hey, man, follow me on Instagram, TZF Baby 252. I'm gone.
Live it.
Ay, bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Ay, bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry.